So today's video, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the Black Ops 6 beta, my initial impressions, my first impressions, my overall thoughts about the game, what I think is good, what I think is bad. We've yet to see everything that the beta has to fully offer because we're still just in week 1. So as soon as week 2 comes out and that ends off, I'm gonna make a whole separate video of just the overall beta itself, because we still have more content that's coming within the second week of the beta that starts September 6th. So right now we're in early access. Early access ends on the 4th. And then the second week, where it's open for everybody, is going to open up on the 6th. So after that's all said and done, I'll go ahead and make another video just with like an overall review. But anyways, to start off with the good, what I actually want to say is really good about the game that I absolutely just love. Number one, the movement. The movement is great. I feel like this is definitely something that Call of Duty needed, because it's something completely new. I'm still getting used to it. I'm trying to learn, the ropes of it, just like everybody else. There's, of course, a lot of people already out there that have, like, quote-unquote, mastered the movement, just a complete movement sweat. So, like, really shout out to them for putting this movement to its full potential. I've yet to do that. But it feels awesome. Like, I absolutely love it. It's honestly just a great addition to the game. I see people say that it's not exactly necessary, which I guess you could argue that. Maybe if you remove this crazy like omni movement stuff, this sliding while shooting, diving while shooting, like you just saw there. I mean, maybe the game could still function, but honestly, I like it in the game. I like how it is, and I feel like it's definitely something that Call of Duty needed for a while. Just something completely new for people to just, I guess, have and try out. Just something fresh. Up next, the guns. The guns I think are amazing. Of course, I haven't had a chance to use like really everything because everyone is just either using the XM4 or the VMP, I think otherwise known as, I honestly don't even remember the name, the Jackal PDW. Everybody's just using that, and it completely outguns pretty much every other gun, especially like in medium to like close range. At least that's what it feels like. At long range, probably not. I mean, an XM4 or the AMS or like a sniper, of course, you're gonna have trouble there, but mid-range this thing dominates. Like, it is nutty. The C9 has like the fastest time to kill up close, but when it comes to like mid-range, I mean, you're go up against a Jackal, you're not gonna win. But the guns are awesome. They feel amazing. They've done a good job with the guns like over the past few years, of course, at least so far, but this one, I mean, just out of the park. I love it. Maps are, for what we have now, just the 4 that we have right now. We actually have 2 more that just dropped today, I think 2. They're strike maps. With the strike maps though, I think streaks are turned off, so it's just you just getting kills. But for what we have now, the 4 maps that we got, amazing. They're really small and medium. That's all the maps we really have right now. Of course, there's still 12 more for us to look at upon the full release of the game. But right now, I think they're great. Really small, fast-paced. I love that. The classic 3-lane style, great. It's gonna sound weird. It feels very satisfying to kill people in game. Of course, it does. I mean, it does. It does actually feel very satisfying to kill enemies. Shoot an enemy, and I mean, they die in game. It just feels very satisfying. It feels good. It felt like that in Modern Warfare 2019 too. It feels like that in Modern Warfare 3. It was like that in Modern Warfare 2. Just very, very satisfying when you get a kill. It just feels great. The streaks are okay. It's nothing new that we haven't seen before. Like what is it? The Scout Pulse. That's just a different version of the personal radar from Modern Warfare 2019. It's just obviously called Scout Pulse in this game. Counter UAV and UAV, we have those back. I think those are staples in every Call of Duty game. We're gonna have that in some form, no matter what. RCXD has returned, another classic of classic Black Ops streak that everybody loves. And then we got the attack chopper and the Hellstorm missile. The Hellstorm missile is a little bit different this year. Obviously, we've seen it before, like I said, but it's a little bit different this year in other iterations of the streak. Normally, like at least in the Black Ops games, they'll have like smaller missiles on the side. But like say in Cold War or something, the missiles on the side normally would shoot by themselves, shoot automatically. This game, I think it's on the controller, it's R1. I think that's like that for me. You shoot them manually, and it'll still track players, but you shoot them manually, so you have full freedom to just fire the missiles at will, and then of course control the bigger one and crash, touch it down wherever you want it to go. So there's that. That's streaks are okay, but we've yet to see like what else that they have added because we don't have the full game yet, so we're pretty limited. Sounds when the actions are performed, such as like getting a kill, like I love it. The reload sounds sound like absolutely amazing. When you get a kill, that like jingle or whatever it is, that sound, I don't really know how to describe it. Feels great. Black Ops Cold War had it too, where it's just like kind of, it sounded like a loud like bang or something. I don't know, but you know, amazing. It's kind of like with Black Ops 4, where it kind of sounds like a whistle after you get a kill. Great. Which, by the way, I think you could add that in the settings. You could like change the hit marker sounds and the kill sounds and all that. But the hit marker sounds great. When you get a kill, sounds great, and the headshot sound, amazing. Like I love it. It just sounds really really satisfying. They really did like outdid themselves with like the sound cues and all that. Which I mean, speaking of sound cues, we'll get into that a little bit later with like the bad stuff because the sound is a little bit chalked overall, like the audio at least. But this is one of my personal favorites. The nuke animation and the victory screen at the end, best we've ever seen. Like that nuke animation is crazy. And instead of just like doing like one like nuke like in Modern Warfare 2 or like 2019 where you actually see the nuke drop, you'll just see like a plane or something, or it'll get launched up from somewhere and it crash lands. It's one nuke. In this game, it shoots off 3 nukes in just like 3 different spots on the map. And your characters, pretty much every character, everybody like reacts to it. Like your character actually reacts to being burned alive, and they're like screaming and everything. And then when they die or when it's all done, after they scream, there's like an echo of the scream. And then in the end screen, in the victory screen, the nuke looks absolutely beautiful. I don't know what they were on but Treyarch absolutely killed it with the nuke animation and the nuke end screen. Looks fucking great. And I also just love just the victory screen in general when they have the factions and the end score slide from either side. I just love that. It looks great. But that nuke animation, that nuke end screen, holy hell, best we've ever seen, best I've ever seen. Great. I'm sure a lot of people can agree. Fucking, excuse my language, but absolutely fantastic. I love it so much. I've yet to get a nuke myself. I really, really want to get a nuke. It's just really hard out here with SBMM. So yeah, bear with me. I don't have a second console to reverse boost or anything. Otherwise, I probably would have dropped one ages ago. Which I mean, I like to be. I'm an honest content creator though. I would never actually go out of my way to reverse boost and buy another separate game because that's just a waste of money. And like, why? Why would I do that? I just whatever. Getting off topic. Up next, one of my other favorites, camos. The camos look absolutely amazing. I just love them. This year we got some of the same multiplayer camos that we've seen in past Black Ops games, but this time around we actually have a Warzone camo grind, which I feel like for all you Warzone lovers out there, me included, I don't like love Warzone really, but this will give me a reason to actually play Warzone some more because now we have a Warzone camo grind, which is great. I'm sure a lot of people actually like Warzone a lot, who love it, who make content on it or whatever. That's like their whole life. Will love this as well because this is sick. Of course, I think it's gonna change the way people play Warzone for a good while they're unlocking camos. So yeah, I guess expect some rattiness maybe, or just some weird playstyles when this actually drops fully. But starting off with like the multiplayer camos, Gold and Diamond we've seen before, and then the final one, Dark Matter, we've seen all of those, but they look great, of course. Gold really clean, the Diamond really clean. This new one though that is actually just completely brand new in multiplayer is called Dark Spine, which honestly I'm personally excited for. That's my personal favorite. That looks absolutely amazing. And additionally, it's not every camo, just like the last 2 camos in each category, like multiplayer, Warzone, and zombies. The last like 2 camos, so for example, Dark Spine and Dark Matter, they're reactive. So when you shoot your weapon for like whatever amount of time, the camo actually reacts. There's a blueprint in Modern Warfare 3 that's like that, where it's like some molten like volcanic like magma type of blueprint. I don't remember what it's called, but it like heats up and it like glows bright red the more you shoot. So that's essentially like the idea, I guess, with the reactiveness this year, is that it'll change color and actually react depending on how much you shoot. So like LMGs are probably going to go crazy because they have such a big magazine size. But back to Dark Spine, it looks great. It's like black kind of. I don't know. I'm struggling to remember the full image. But there's on either side of the weapon, there's a gold spine like image that's just like going slithering across it. It's like wavy, kind of like a snake. And the reactiveness of it, I think, I'm not sure how it reacts when you shoot, but from what I've seen when Treyarch actually showcased it, or Call of Duty, like on their socials, there's like a purple like shine that goes down the spine, like just over time, or just like repeatedly, and it looks insane. I love it. It just looks sick. Definitely my favorite, like by far. Up next, zombies. We got Mystic Gold, which I guess just a different version of gold, zombified. Opal, which kind of I guess it's kind of like think back to Black Ops Cold War, Plague Diamond. I guess it's just like, yeah, the diamond camo zombies diamond camo of version of, compared to like the multiplayer one. It's like a excuse me, it's like a silverish looking one. And then up next after that, wow, my voice just got shot right there, is Afterlife. Afterlife and then Nebula. Those are reactive as well. Nebula looks pretty similar to Borealis from the Modern Warfare 3 zombies camo, or just from Modern Warfare 3 zombies. So I don't know how new that is, but I mean, I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. But that, that's Nebula. And then Warzone, we got Gold Tiger. So think just back to like the original Blue Tiger, Red Tiger, like in past games. It's just gold. And then we got King's Ransom, which is really just it's a flat camo. Unfortunately, I don't really like that it's like a flat camo. But think of like a King's Crown where it's just got like jewels and stuff all over it. I mean, it looks cool. I just wish it wasn't just like a flat camo. I wish it like protruded a little bit, But then we got Catalyst and Abyss. Abyss probably is, my next favorite after Darkspine, because it's weird. It's like a gray and like black. I don't know. It's I don't know how to explain it, but it's also reactive. It just looks amazing. And then up next, probably like my just most favorite feature ever, probably like the best thing that they've ever added, is the meat shield. I mean, if you haven't gotten to use it already, it's absolutely hilarious. I haven't really used it myself, I'm gonna be honest, but I've just seen clips of it all over the internet, and it's just funny. It's hilarious what people do, like when they grab somebody from from behind and you're using it as a meat shield, just because it increases the prox chat between you and that enemy. So I think it's just hilarious. The things that you can do, the things that people have said, it's just comedic. It's the best thing that they've ever added. I just absolutely love it. So that I think that pretty much concludes all of the good, the stuff that I think is good, that I just love about the beta so far, of just what we've been shown. So now we can get into the bad, and when I say bad, it could also mean just absolutely horrible, just the ugly, because there is some crazy issues with the beta right now. I'm not sure if they fixed it yet. Whatever, like certain things that I'm going to talk about, because they had a couple updates, but we're going to talk about them right now. So first and foremost, probably the most important, server issues. Holy shit, the servers are just, I don't even know what they're doing right now. There's just some unbelievable lag going on. I get some packet bursts at times. My game will freeze up like just mid match. It's so weird. I've had a couple times where like I froze up in the middle of a gunfight. It's just atrocious that this is happening. They've had 4 years to develop the game, and they haven't like bothered to really fix that. I don't know. I guess that's the whole point of a beta. But stuff happens. I get it, but come on, like this should have been something that shouldn't have been a problem. Like really. But up next, which is also really important. Which is really what's been frustrating me the most is footstep audio, and just audio in general, the audio overall. But the footstep audio, I don't hear footsteps like at all, like a lot of times ever. Yesterday I was playing, I think when they rolled out the new update, or they rolled out a update of some type. I don't really know what it was, honestly, but I did hop on for a few games last night, and I think they finally did fix the audio a bit, because I was hearing footsteps again. Not super loud or anything, but I was hearing them. But first day of the beta, second day, in my live streams and whatnot, I couldn't hear shit. No footsteps, no nothing. They're just non-existent. And it was really just frustrating the hell out of me. I hated it. That's another thing. Like, how do you mess that up? Like, I don't know. It's just bizarre to me that these things are issues, and they need to be addressed. They need to, I'm sure they play tested it tons and tons of times. Like, they've had 4 years. Like, come on. Like, this shouldn't be an issue. I don't know. It's just, yeah, it shouldn't be a thing. But not even just the footstep audio, like the gunshots. I don't hear my teammates' gunshots sometimes. Sometimes I don't hear enemy gunshots. It's weird. Like, my reload sound isn't there. Grenade explosions, Semtex, the beeping from Semtexes, excuse me, the Semtexes sounds, like, they're supposed to be beeping, they're supposed to be explosion sounds, there's nothing. It's really, really annoying, because I don't get any audio cues. Same with, like, flashbangs and stun grenades. There's normally, like a clunking sound when they're thrown around, when they're, like, bouncing around on the floor or walls or whatever. I don't hear anything. Nothing. I don't even hear the explosion. I've got, you see right there, I got flashed, I think right there. It kind of just surprises, it always surprises me. My screen just suddenly like flashes white or black, whatever, depending on if I get stunned or flashed. And I'm just completely dazed. It's really, really annoying. But up next, lag. I mean, that's another server thing. Like, just the lag, dude. Like, just talking about it now is kind of getting me even more frustrated, just thinking about it, because I don't know how they don't address these things before the game is even, like, dropped. I mean, you could probably argue that they can't really, like, predict any lag or server issues, because when they playtest it, I guess it's not really on servers. It's more like it's, like, on a LAN connection, so to speak, or it's, like, a local connection. So, I don't know, but it is a beta, after all. So, hopefully, like, on the full launch of the game, it isn't like this. Because if it is, like, man, I don't know how I'm going to play this game, if that's the case. Because they just shouldn't, this shouldn't be problems. They shouldn't be issues. It's absolutely ridiculous that these are even issues to begin with. I don't know. I could be complaining, call me, you know, call me a bitch and moaner, but that's just how I feel. And honestly, I think that's just the truth. That's just how it is. Because it's just ridiculous. You know, they should be doing better. Now, up next, I want to talk about the time to kill, or TTK for short. The time to kill, or maybe more specifically, the time to die, I guess. Like, on your end, like, when you're getting killed, or when I'm getting killed, whatever. Just, like, on your personal end, or my personal end, I don't know. It just feels insanely fast at times. Like, for example, I'll get shot, and it feels like I get shot in, like, 1 to 2 bullets sometimes. Even though it shows, like, when you die, it'll show, like, that thing, the little, like, box up on the right, that shows, like, who shot you and how many hits they hit you with, like how many shots it took for them to, you know, kill you with, or just like how many hits you took and how much damage you got dealt to you overall. So if it's like 2 players, also it'll show 2 or 3 players. It'll show all their names, how many hits they dealt to you, and how much damage each has dealt to you. So it does give me like a little bit of a peace of mind to know that I didn't just get completely screwed over, but it still just feels absolutely insane, and I think it can be chalked up to like desync. I watched Exclusive Ace's video on it about like, is the TTK like feeling too fast, and he actually explained it pretty well. It's probably just like a desync thing, which is like that's just like Call of Duty being Call of Duty, honestly. But again, I'm gonna go back on, you know, the fact that they had 4 years for this. What the hell? I don't know. Sure, like maybe they didn't test it on actual servers, but like again, like it's just insane. Like it feels unnatural. It does not feel like consistent at all. Nothing feels consistent. That's my whole issue, is like none of it feels consistent. The server, the footstep audio, overall audio, the lag, the time to kill, desync stuff, just insane. Like I don't know. I feel it's just unacceptable. Like I expected more out of that for, you know, a 4-year development time, because I mean, like, come on. Sure, you can argue maybe that they didn't truly have 4 years because they helped with Vanguard, like zombies, and I think they helped with ranked also. They helped with ranked play in Modern Warfare 2. I think they helped with ranked play in Modern Warfare 3 and zombies in Modern Warfare 3. Like, maybe it wasn't a true 4-year development, but I mean, they still had 4 years. Like, the product they have now is amazing. Like, what they built here is actually really, really solid so far. I love it. But it's just all these little issues that are making the game feel unplayable and just feel unfair and inconsistent. And it's killing the experience, honestly. And it's going to kill the experience of everybody else if it's not addressed soon. Excuse me, I'm getting flustered just talking over here. But up next, this is probably just a skill issue. It's nothing really like game breaking or game related, but just the OP guns and the meta overload everywhere. Just the fact that they launched the game with some insanely OP weapons just off rip, like the Jackal PDW, for example. I don't know how that got past playtesting, but I guess sure, you know, to sell probably bundles and the what's called Vault Edition. In case you didn't buy the Vault Edition, you probably maybe want to buy a Vault Edition now, who knows. But that's their whole marketing scheme. I think everybody knows how it works. I'm, you know, tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist here, but I mean, it's out there. I think everybody with enough experience in Call of Duty and with a brain can just see right through that. They can actually like deduce that information. But I don't know, it's just insane because everybody's using meta. And, you know, it's just really annoying. Like, I want to use other guns. I'm trying to use the XM4, trying to use maybe a shotgun, a sniper, but no, I'm getting beamed across the map by a PDW or Jackal PDW, an AMS, an M4, an AK-47. And I just had to switch it up because I'm just not having fun. It's like, okay, fine, I'll actually, I'll just use this. But like, I want to use other weapons. I want to, have a little bit of variety and upgrade other weapons. But I don't know, I just can't. And I mean, sure, you call it skill issue, but like, still, like, what the heck? Come on. Like, it's honestly like the community to blame for that, because I think the community is just really sweaty overall. Super competitive. I mean, I guess everybody's got something to prove. Which kind of leads me into my next thing, SBMM or EOMM, whatever you want to call it, whatever's there. I think we all know it's EOMM, but still, just SBMM, like, come on, dude. It's a beta. It's a fucking beta. Like, give us a break here. I'm over here trying to have fun. My first game, I went 53-20. My next few games after that, like my next 10 games or so, maybe, I was actually doing pretty decent. I was getting close to 2KD almost like every match, and I was actually having fun. And then, of course, the reality set in. The game started smacking me in the ass with skill-based matchmaking, and I was getting absolutely dunked on. So yeah, there's that skill issue, I guess. But like, even then, like, I'm just trying to have fun, make videos, live stream, have a good time, and I have to deal with this. So I guess just in closing, I just expected, like I said before, I expected more out of a beta, since they had 4 years to develop this. 4 years. And sure, like, it's not the full release of the game. We've yet to see everything. Like, all the maps, whatever other guns that they have in store, like the actual zombies map. And, all of us have yet to play the new Resurgence map that they're bringing, Area 99. And then also the new Verdansk, which is supposed to come later in 2025. I think, like, what, March 2025 or something? Maybe Season 2, Season 1, I'm not sure. I know it got delayed. It's being delayed, so it's not going to release, like, at the time they intended. But it's going to get released, so we've yet to see everything. And hopefully, it actually does deliver on the launch day. Because, I mean, even for a beta, like, hopefully all this beta feedback and everything that they're seeing now actually, like, tells them something and opens up their eyes. And they tell themselves and they think, okay, we see these things that are going on in the beta. We see all this, all this crazy whatever nonsense. So we got to make sure on the full release that this doesn't happen. Because, I mean, what we're seeing here, I think, is what we're going to get. Of course, just not all the content, but what we're seeing now, like the general gameplay, is what we're getting on launch. Like, it's not, I don't think it's really going to change much at all. Just probably, hopefully, the servers, the desync, the audio, everything. Hopefully that all gets fixed. I think that's the most that we're going to get out of it. But, I mean, yeah, I just expected more, even at least for a beta. Like, I still expected more, because, like, come on. But, anyways, that's my thoughts on it. That's, that's the end of the bad. That's the end of everything, really. That's all the good. That's all the bad. Everything that I loved. Everything that I hated. That's just really annoying. So, yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy. Let me know if you had any similar opinions. If you're having any fun on the beta at all. If you're experiencing any of these same issues, just let me know. I'd love to see it. Maybe we could have a conversation down in the comment section. But with that, I'll leave it up to you. I'll let you guys go now. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'll see you later. Still contested.